all you cool cats and kittens. It's Carol Baskin at Big Cat Rescue, the day after Hurricane Idalia, and everything's looking pretty good. We just had more rain in the last half hour than I think we had during the entire event. It just came down in buckets, even though I didn't see it on radar. I was planning on riding my bike home, and then we were going to put the cats out at 1 o'clock, or Simba Tiger out in vacation rotation at 1 o'clock, and then it rained for half an hour. I am so sorry. I had my allergy meds. I don't know what it is. So Jamie is out there currently. She is double checking vacation rotation, make sure it's safe for Simba Tiger. She's looking at all of the roofed areas. And then the crew will be headed over here to put the tunnel across that leads from Simba Tiger's enclosure out to this 2.5 acres. This is kind of open. What the heck?
They're putting enrichment in.
Oh, that big?
I open up the other one. That one's already open.
Wow. Oh, that scared me half to death. Nice shirt.
I'm just waiting on them to get the enrichment to come out here.
So you okay with all of these doors and locks?
Mm-hmm.
Good. They have a bunch of big enrichment in the enrichment barn, so they were going to give some to Simba. That'll be fun to watch him tear it up. I hope he does. Sometimes they're just so excited about the new space that it's hard for them to get excited about the toys in the new space for a while. And unfortunately, Deb tells me that the Explorer webcams are still down. So if you look all the way down to the end of the field there, past that water fountain that we have going in the little pond, there's a camera that has been down since back before Kimba moved back to his house. It's been a couple of weeks ago at least. And if that one's down, then I'm guessing the one over there where they eat is down too, because those both, I think, run off of the trailer that's in the background there. So sadly you won't be able to watch him on the live webcams. We've really debated whether or not we keep pouring money into these live webcams, knowing that as soon as the enclosures are done, we're going to be sending the cats to Turpentine Creek Wildlife Refuge. And sorry about that. So many texts going back and forth between the operations managers and Jamie that if I accidentally touch one of them, it takes me off of the live feed. Looks like Afton coming. And that golf cart was just headed out to the enrichment barn, where they will pick up the enrichment for Simba Tiger, who's going to be going out here on vacation rotation. Jamie's locking up all of the doors that don't have to be open. And she says it's going to be big enrichment, so big enough apparently that they feel like they need to drive through the mower gate. So what I started to say is it's hard for us to keep throwing good money after bad for these cameras that we can't keep running as much as we want to, because we know you guys love to see them, and it's important for us that you guys be able to see them. But given the fact that donations have dropped so precipitously, and we are now having to eat into reserves, people like to fund places that are rescuing new cats. They want new cats all the time, and that's not what we're doing. That's not our mission any longer. Our mission is to save as many wild cats as we possibly can, which means saving them in the wild where they belong. And we will continue to fund our cats' care when they get to Turpentine Creek Wildlife Refuge in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. We'll have to cut into our reserves in order to do that, but we've got enough, and have planned for this day so that we will be able to successfully do that. But that means very, very few donations in the interim. And so without those coming in, we can't have the luxuries that we have had in the past. What have you been working on? Auction stuff. What's coming up in the auctions?
We have new auctions starting today. That'll be a Pith helmet, a safari helmet.
Was that actually Howie's helmet?
I think so. I think maybe both of them.
Oh.
And then some vintage encyclopedias. And
People probably don't even know what those are anymore since Wikipedia came out. It'll be fun. You just sold your other ones. I saw all the receipts and everything coming through. So what Jamie's been doing is going through all of our closets and storage spaces and finding every bit of memorabilia that she can and putting it up for auction on eBay. And so some people have been getting some really unique pieces, things that are a big part of our history here. Had you seen that documentary that I sent you with Augie?
the BBC one.
I don't know who did it. It's free on YouTube, so would BBC do that?
A couple of the BBC one and then a Japanese one.
These guys look like they were Japanese that were filming.
They were there for quite a while.
They got some great stuff. They got a lot of winter stuff, you know, where the cats are out there in the snow and have their big fluffy coats. And so that's what Jamie and Victor just came back from Mongolia, where they filmed Palace Cats, and I just updated the Palace Cat project page, which has all of your videos on it now from that from that escapade. All right, this huge gate was really overkill for that little thing.
Put those in there. I just wasn't going to put the
Sounds great.
It's very cute. You want to come over here and talk about it? Oh, like you haven't been rained on all day long. What is this?
I think they're popsicles and a beach mat. For summer.
I love it.
Oh, his name's Simba. Summer. But it's summertime.
That's perfect. We know how you celebrate now. Yeah, in the shade's a great idea. All right, so when Simba gets here, he will get his beer keg and his popsicles and his beach mat. All sprayed with colognes. Make them smell nice, and crinkly paper to make them sound fun. I can never remember which happens first, the floor or the doors. Hey, Susanna, and I can only see like one name at a time. Is it Jeannie? Yeah, they do some amazing enrichment. Hey, Kelly. And Kathy. I should have turned my camera the other way, because when I have the raising money thing on there, I can't see the names. Hey, Deb. Thank you for coming in and answering questions. Do you guys hear the cat calling in the background? I think that's Aria. This morning, Duchess or Jasmine, I wasn't sure which, was really calling a lot. I will miss that sound. That ow, ow. I think that's Aria in the background. Aria tiger. They already have Simba locked away from the gates down at the other end, so all they have to do is put the tunnel, well, they got to close this door up and then close the tunnel up, and then they should be very quick to release him into the tunnel. Cats always love the tunnel, so there's no problem in getting them to go into the tunnel. Sometimes we have a problem at either end because they like the tunnels better than anything else. They'd rather play around in the tunnel all day. Hey, Donna and Craig. Sorry, some of these that have a lot of text in them, they move up so fast that I can't see the name at the top. It only shows me like the second and third line. I should have put on bug spray. It's been so dry, we haven't had a real mosquito problem this year. But now that we've had several days in a row of rain, those mosquito larvae are hatching into mosquitoes. Afton's being the tiger. Make sure that there's nothing loose. I will come out and lock this gate.
She's jumping. I was like, that ain't right.
Jamie's golf cart always has a lot of stuff on the back. Victor was out there mowing, and I saw Emma weed whacking. And I think Susan was helping with that as well. I was thinking all day, man, it's so nice. It's only 84 degrees, but now that it's 89, it's like, ugh.
Only 89?
Yeah, that's what my watch says. While they do that, let's go see what Simba's thinking of all of this. A hike back here, bare ankled through all of the poison ivy. Hate that stuff. This big, beautiful area was always an area that I thought this would make such a nice enclosure for some tiger. And we just never got to that point. So they'll have to take the pole out, open up that door, and unsnap this door. This is not nearly as ready as I thought it was. And they'll have to put this over there. I see Simba Tiger over there. Where are they going to put you into the tunnel? You coming all the way over here? Yeah. Yeah, so I think they got to put all this stuff together too. I'm sorry, I started this way too early. I thought all this had been done. Hey Deb, could you text Gail and tell her that I am currently on a live? And also tell her Victor cleaned off the trailer plate. She'll know what I mean. Victor cleaned off the trailer plate. Doesn't match any of the numbers that I needed it to match. But you don't have to go through all that. Just, I'm guessing that's why she's texting me, is she wanted to go clean off that plate, and Victor already did it. We are going to repurpose the mobile homes here at the sanctuary. It's being sold to a developer who will be building houses and townhomes, so they don't have any need for the trailers, which means we can make a little bit more money for the cats and for our conservation projects by either using those on properties that currently are owned by Big Cat Rescue that generate income, or by selling them. And we have what's currently the staff offices. It's where Afton and Aaron have their office. And I have a mobile home lot that has well and septic and everything. The tenants burnt the trailer down, so it's ready for a new trailer. And I can't find the title to it. So I found a title that I thought was it, and we've been trying to get the paint off of the plate that's mounted to the trailer to see if it matches the title I have, and it's not looking like it does. So I don't know where else we can look for the title, or what kind of hoops I'll have to jump through with the county or the state to get duplicate title and a permit based on that. But it's a start, and a little bit later on today, I'm meeting with the fellow that Gail found, who is going to give us a quote on moving the trailers. I've had 2 people come out before, and neither one of them would actually give us a price, even though I keep harassing them about it. So I don't know if they think it's just too difficult, or maybe they're hoping if they don't give me a price on it, that maybe they'll get a fire sale deal when the place closes if I don't have anybody who can move them. I don't know. Am I being conspiratorial there? It's always hard to get those bottom snaps on. Kind of dig your knuckles down into that asphalt. And you got all the weight of the sidewall on top of you when you're trying to do it. I saw somebody say something about it soaked it up. I'm guessing you're talking about all the rain we've had. And yeah, we've had a lot of rain today. We had, of course, rain from Adelia. And hardly any of it is puddling. The ground has been just parched and really soaked it in. We desperately needed the rain. I hear frogs. We always have a lot of sticks come down during hurricanes, but it wasn't nearly as bad this time as it was last. I heard some people in Cedar Keys saying the last time they had a storm surge like that was during the no-name storm of 1993. And boy, do I remember that storm. I can't believe it's still to this day. It's called the no-name storm. And it just like came out of nowhere, caught everybody by surprise, and did a ton of damage. It was one of the worst flooding events at my house, for sure.
Looks like it's Yep, last 3 steps will work.
I picked the right side.
Hi, are you ready? Here we go.
Afton just shut the door to his open air enclosure so that he doesn't just come straight out of his roof section into there and then not even notice that we have this gate open to go out there. Yeah, we thought we were going to keep Simba on vacation until the move, because he just absolutely hates seeing people on property that he doesn't know. And so many people are wanting to come and do last time tours, and those have been set at 8:30 in the morning because that's the only time you'd ever see a cat at all here anymore, because the cats have so much space and they don't have to be out on the tour path if they don't want to. And so that means every time we have somebody that is a donor of $500 or more, that's the only way we do tours, is for those people. But every time they come, then that means a morning of him probably not eating his breakfast and having to be fed later in the day, and then whether or not he will eat, and just making him miserable. So we had put him out in vacation rotation where he could get far enough away from everybody that he didn't have to see people come by. And he will have a space like that at Turpentine Creek Wildlife Refuge. They have 2 enclosures that are pretty much off the beaten path from where the tram goes around and the public goes. So Max is another one who just has no desire to see people. He doesn't get as freaked out about it as Kimba does, but those 2 will go into... Oh, nice catch in front of 141 people. So they'll be able to see if they want to see, but then if they don't want to see people, the way the hill is built by nature, they can just go to the other side of the hill and nobody can see them over there at all. So that'll be really nice for them. But meanwhile, because of the surveyors, they had to get into vacation rotation in order to count the trees and measure the trees and dig holes and look for contamination and look for endangered species and all of that kind of stuff. So we had to get him out of vacation rotation in order to do that. And we figured if we were going to do that, then we might give Simba a chance to go out and have one last vacation rotation before he goes. Jamie's just double checking that all the doors are shut the way they should be shut, or open the way they should be opened. And she says, yes, he can go. Did you guys already let Duchess out, or are you waiting until after this?
Then we have to go into Jasmine's to drag out a branch so we'll do
Is there anybody else on your side, or are you all by yourself?
It's me. I have to open that one down there. So I just want to throw it away.
Oh, here comes.
And I'm sure we have no problem following.
He has a thing for Afton, and it's not a good thing. He would like very much to play with her like a rag doll. Oh, yeah. You know what's happening. You're so smart. You're such a smart tiger. You're a very smart tiger. Oop. Just don't bang your head. Sometimes they get to jumping through the tunnel so high they hit their head on the top. Good thing it's hot. It slowed him down. Oh, you are on vacation. Oh no.
No!
Oh dear. Oh, that's sad. Okay, well,
Back.
I wonder why it couldn't get off the ground.
Did I not tell a bird earlier? You better get out of here. A tiger's coming.
Wow.
You got a bird?
Cats.
Are you serious?
He went straight for it.
No, there's enrichment.
The bird.
There, that was enrichment too. Just natural. Oh, he's not gonna even finish it.
Ugh.
Simba! Come on!
Cats.
Joys of life.
Is the camera working again?
No.
Carol was live the whole time.
All right, well, they're going to lock up the tunnel and, well, yeah, he's way over there. I don't think he's going to come over to the enrichment. Maybe if he sees Jamie over here, we'll walk over and see. Yeah, poor bird. Well, it seemed like it was having a hard time getting off the ground. I was hoping he'd come over here if he saw you for the enrichment, but
You might do a walk around.
yeah, you other birds should get out of there.
Hey, look at him go.
Let the dead bury their own.
Woohoo!
There's fun stuff over here. Okay, well, if he does come over here, maybe we can get some video that we'll post later of him having some fun with his enrichment. Meanwhile, thank you, everybody.